Mr. Ghost, if you want to slam the door in my face, it would not be rude. It would be very helpful right now. And let's see, we have to throw this book out because it is not allowed. No book. Alright, but we do have these things. I don't have a head cam, so I'll actually have to take this flashlight. But I did get zoomies, so that is wonderful. Breath in the living room, interesting. There we are. I'm glad that works, because I did not know I had that enabled. There we are. Now, Phasmo did do a little bit of an update, but mostly it looks like a change to the lighting system. I do not believe that they changed how the sanity system works in regards to the light. They just made it so that the light was more dynamic, looked a little bit better. Oh, that was... Oh. There we are. Okay, it may very well be this room here.
Do not test my patience, mortal. I am not here for your amusement.
Ooh. It could be a mirror. I'm not sure if it's that room or not, but because my sanity is low, and yep, I got hit by that. That is unfortunate. We will go ahead and grab these crucifixes and get them in there as fast as we can. Oh, wonderful, Virus One. If you have not played this game before, it is a wonderfully fun game. It is called Phasmophobia. It is a ghost hunting game. So, well, it's a ghost investigation game. So we are currently looking to see where there is a ghost, perhaps, in this house. It may not be here, though. We're going to keep looking around to see if we can find it. Now, I may simply die in this first one because I don't have any sanity pills and I don't have any smudgies, but we will see. Does not seem to be there. Is it here? What I am currently doing, by the way, I am fairly beginner-friendly, so I like to sort of explain what I'm doing and why. What I am currently doing here is getting my flashlight. Looking for the ghost room. So the ghosts always have this favorite room that they like to inhabit, and that's kind of where they do a lot of their stuff from. And once I have that room, I can start gathering some evidence as to what they are. The thermometer that I have in my hand here will tell me if the room I enter is getting hotter or colder. Oh, I have another hiding spot over there. Perfect. And I am looking for the room that it's getting colder in. Now, this ghost is doing a lot of stuff near me, so I am either near where it is supposed to be, or... Oh, you're a bathroom ghost. There we are. The other thing that it could have possibly been was that the ghost was... I don't know why I keep throwing down that when I need that. It could have been that it was one of the ghosts that likes to kind of teleport around to you. We need to grab these as quickly as possible, just because we could be hunted. When, in this game, there are kind of two phases. There is the investigation, where you are kind of looking for your ghost. And then the ghost can, at certain points, decide that it's going to try and hunt and kill you, at which point you just have to hide from the ghost until it stops hunting. Otherwise, it's sort of game over for you. Let's go ahead and grab some of these. So we're seeing if any of these evidences are it. This is a big room for that, so that's not terribly great. I might need this for a second. Where is my... There we go. Perfect. Alright, so not looking at freezing quite yet. This is going to be a difficult room for the ducks. go ahead and turn this off. And let's go ahead and grab more stuff. So normally you get 3 evidences, and each time you get an evidence, you kind of click one of these, and it will tell you which ghost it can or cannot be. But currently, I do not have the ghostwriting book because of one of the challenges that's been thrown my way. And I'm also only have 2 evidences, so I'm going to have to figure out what my evidences are and then try to get the ghost from there. Let's see, what's a good way? Grab that there. And then feel free to poke around. This is sort of my witch's workshop, so I've got all sorts of fun things that I've got going on. There's a demon that you can poke if you are particularly brave. Oh, folks, I believe we're dealing with a Yurei. I'm gonna go check my sanity here. And then I will explain to you why I think I'm dealing with a Yurei if something else checks out. I'm gonna go ahead and hit dots here. So, my sanity may be close to 40 at this point. No, it's not. Okay. We still could be a Yurei because the Yurei ability does not always fire. The Yurei is a special ghost that will open or slam doors on you. They're one of the few ghosts that can actually open a door all the way to full or close a door all the way to closed. When they do so, if you're in a certain range, it can drain your sanity. Apparently either I was not in that range or I'm not dealing with a Yurei. But the fact that that door opened fully open makes me a little suspect. If it is a Yurei, we're looking for freezing temps and I think EMF? No. Ghost Orb. So we should go on in there and look for Ghost Orb. Now you might have seen the green dots, like a little ghostly figure in those dots. That is how dots work, and if you ever do see a ghost in these dots here, that's how you know that you are dealing with a dots ghost, which is one of the ways you get evidence. Alright, and not dealing with that, perfect. Not dealing with freezing, and let's see if we can... I want to get this door more this way so that I can tell if it's... And now that we know that it is a dots ghost, there's a ghost orb. Perfect. Let's get this light back on because I must conserve my sanity as much as possible or I am in trouble. We'll throw that down. So we are dealing with dots and a ghost orb. With that door opening, I have a really big suspicion that it is indeed a Yurei. Now there is a couple things. It cannot be a yokai at this point. So folks, the reason I crossed off yokai is a ghost that is, it reacts to the spirit box a lot. It can, if you talk near it, it can hunt you pretty early on. And if I remember correctly, yokai does have a forced spirit box evidence. So we're going to go in. I'm fairly certain we're dealing with the Yurei. A Fae would have probably hunted pretty early on because they can hunt as soon as 75, excuse me, as soon as 75. And I started at 75. The Raiju is still a possibility. The Banshee is a possibility too, and it did do a lot of moving towards me. So I'm going to go in there and see if I can get a Banshee scream while I still have some sanity. Morbid, I am doing wonderfully, so we're having a good time here. Oh, it turned out one of my lights. I'm really hoping that I don't get a hunt. If I do get a hunt, depending on where it starts from, I'm going to either run there and try to slam the door behind me, or run there. I only get 2 evidences in this run, so now I'm looking for... It has opened this door... That was me, folks. That was not the ghost. It has opened that door completely, though. I'm trying to narrow it down to...
The demons will rise! I promise you!
Trying to narrow this down to a Banshee or a... not a Banshee. Or a Yurei. Raiju can also hunt at 65, which I was at for a long time. The Raiju will hunt at 65 if there are electronics present in the room, which is almost every investigation. Unfortunately, the only real way to figure out a Banshee versus Yurei right now is either for it to slam this door in my face. Mr. Ghost, if you want to slam the door in my face, it would not be rude. It would be very helpful right now. Is to either have it slam the door in my face or to get the Banshee scream, which is a special thing that the Banshee can do on this device that I have in my hand. Morbid, thank you for treating my familiar. Mr. Willow Whiskers will like you about 2.3% more. Oh, excuse me, 0.23. There we are, not 2.3. So thank you for doing so. This ghost does not want to do a whisper on the paramic. Alright. Now that I've got so many people on in here, we're going to go ahead and call it a Yurei, because I am 90% sure it is a Yurei. Banshee, I was incorrect. The door slamming completely shut is a better indication of a Yurei, but it can also slam it completely open. Generally, though, folks, you probably do want to wait to see if it does the fully shut.